Fallout 76 was Bethesda's attempt to capitalize on the survival genre using a Fallout franchise, and after a rocky start, you may be wondering, is Fallout 76 worth playing in 2022? Well, in this video, I want to go through the new play experience. I want to go through the setting, the story, the customization, and gameplay. So hopefully at the end of this, you'll have a better understanding what Fallout 76 has to offer in 2022. Fallout 76 starts off in the year 2102 in Appalachia, West Virginia. It's about 25 years after the world has been devastated by nuclear war. So this has meant the world has turned into a wasteland. You play as a person who's recently emerged out of a bomb shelter. Your job is to rebuild, explore, and find out what happened to the leader of your vault. The setting that lures the charm of Fallout 76. The game allows you to openly explore its 1940s and 50s inspired aesthetic and select whatever missions activities you want to select. But the way the game does this is through its dynamic leveling system. No matter where you go or what you're doing, the enemies are scaled to your level. Now some people may not like this feature because they think it takes away the challenge, and that's a very fair point. However, I found in my playthroughs that it made it a lot more engaging, that I could openly go where I wanted to go. And more importantly, when I was playing with other players, no matter their level, we could still play together and have the same experience. And because of the freedom early on of that dynamic leveling system, I felt the opportunity I could go anywhere, so I could get lost into the world of Fallout. As I stumbled across a new location, new building, I'd be given a mission about that area. And because of that, it really helps you get stuck into the lore and setting of Fallout 76. By being able to go anywhere, you get to experience that 1940s and 50s aesthetics everywhere you go. You'll find posters from Nuka-Cola, you'll find billboards, you'll find the buildings, you'll find audio tape, and more importantly, as you're exploring, you can play 1940s music on your Pip-Boy, so you can immerse yourself even more into this setting. So from a settings and environment standpoint, it's one of the strong points. So yes, there are those graphical issues, and you'll notice them, I guarantee it. Even knowing those graphical issues, there's still a lot to get yourself immersed in Fallout 76, especially if you're a fan of the aesthetic or a previous Fallout fan. I'd highly recommend this setting that was worth a go, especially as it expands on the universe and adds a lot of cool little details. And just like the setting, the story and character skill customizations have been fundamental pillars of the Fallout universe. This series is known for its multiple dialogue choices and ability to make decisions that impact your game. And in Fallout 76, you're given multiple dialogue options for nearly every conversation. And more often than not, you'll be given varied responses that you'll find one a little bit relatable to the way you want to play the game. And as in previous Fallout games, you'll get the occasional mission that opens up with dialogue. So you still have those skill checks where you can kind of vary a little bit. However, this comes to a major issue. While you'll be given multiple dialogue choices, and at times, you'll be told to make a choice. However, these choices kind of feel like it always ends in the same place in Fallout 76. Because of this, I never felt like the consequences of my choices had any significant meaning in the world. However, the missions that involved different people in groups and did give me those choices were some of the best missions in the game. And especially when you start doing faction missions, I did find the missions very enjoyable. So overall, I found the missions and the faction missions very good. I found I had the choices, I found I had multiple dialogue options, and I generally found it entertaining. However, when it came to the meaning and the choices of my actions, it felt like Fallout 76 was lacking. The character customization and skill system is probably one of my favorite parts about playing Fallout 76. I love the uniqueness of it. So the game skill system is based off strength, perception, endurance, charisma, intelligence, agility, and luck, or referred to as special system. The game has the standard skills for increasing your weapon damage depending on the weapon you want to use. However, what I found the most fun in 76 was the uniqueness of the skills and cards you could pick. So instead of just having weapon cards, you had cards to improve your barter, so you could get more when you're trading. You had cards to make better weapons, but you also had some fun cards like summoning the mysterious stranger that you could use in combat. The uniqueness of these cards and abilities is what really kept me going to try and find out all the different builds I could play. So this ability to mix and match my cards for unique playstyles that suits you was one of my favorite parts. And it kind of like carried on the stick as I was playing. I always wanted to unlock the next card or see what I could do, see the unique builds I could play. So as an RPG, I really enjoyed Fallout 76's uniqueness in its skills and allowing me to pick the pathway that I wanted to play the game. So when it comes down to gameplay, Fallout 76 has a wealth of content. I was constantly bombarded with missions and even open world events that I could complete with other players. And the game really throws a pile of benefits for you to play with other players. So the game openly promotes group play by allowing you to join public groups. And each public group, depending on how the leader made it, has a benefit to the group. So you could find a public group based on events where you get extra experience, or public group based on just exploring, then gives you extra health. So even though the game has all this focus on playing in groups, when I was playing by myself, I never felt like I still had to work in the groups. So you could just go to the public menu, join the public groups, and you can just do your own thing and get all the benefits. So this was a good compromise between playing in group and getting the benefits, or for single players who just want to play by themselves. And when I didn't want to do events or missions, the game has a free season pass every couple of months called Scoreboard. So with this scoreboard, I would unlock ranks as I did more daily and weekly challenges. And as you unlock the ranks on the scoreboard, you get given free cosmetic items or stuff you can use in game. So while you could also unlock your ranks through in-app purchases, I didn't really feel like I had to if I was playing constantly. But when not in combat, Fallout 76 has a player housing system called Camp. It is a portable box that you can deploy and build your base within a certain little area. So the game let you build your camps freely. So some people build their camps like a house, other people like a cafe or a trading post. So in these houses, you could hold your workbenches, you could hold your collectibles, and you could also, the best part is trade things, so you can put things to trade that other people could buy and sell. So it's always fun to see the wealth of content in the game, the events, the missions, or just go to see people's bases and see all the collectibles they have. However, with all this wealth of content, there's still issues with the combat. So combat in the game follows the typical Fallout style. You have the power armor, the usual type of different weapon, melee, power weapons, and because it's multiplayer, you still have the VAT system. However, it's a little bit more altered. So instead of the slow aiming, it's more of a quick aim. However, the combat can suffer from significant issues from the hitbox detection. So you'll shoot at something and be scratching your heads wondering what happened. And honestly, this happens quite a lot. So when it comes to gameplay, Fallout 76 has a wealth of content to keep you busy. However, when it comes to combat, it still has those challenges. So the pros of Fallout. The setting and the minor details make the game feel engaging and alive. There's a huge amount of content to keep the new player engaged. And the skill system is unique and it's just kept me wanting to play more and more. So overall, playing Fallout 76 did have its challenges with its combat hit registration and kind of lack of consequences with the story. However, with the unique environment and a wealth of content, I'd say Fallout 76 is worth play for anyone who enjoys the Fallout universe, or anyone who just wants a mix of an open world game with a bit of minor building, crafting, and storytelling.